What's up, everybody, and welcome to the very first episode of the Play Ball Podcast. I'm JB Ball, and every week as a comedian, I learn so many ridiculous things that I don't even get to bring up on stage. But here, I get to know things about guests that you typically wouldn't get to learn thanks to those trivia questions. It's the only place where useless information is useful. The game is broken up into 3 rounds of questions. There are 3 questions per round. Round 1 questions are worth 1 point, round 2 questions are worth 2 points, and round 3 questions are worth 3 points. At the end, we're gonna use a 10th question as a bonus where you can wager as many points as you want from what you have. My dad has already been asked all these questions as well. The object of the game is to see if you can beat his score, but I won't tell you what the number is that he got until the game is over. If you beat him, you'll win a mystery prize, and if you don't, you'll go home empty-handed. Today's guest is one of my favorite comedians that I get to work with regularly. His name is Garr. He's nationally touring stand-up comedian. His second special just came out on YouTube. It's called American Hero. Please go check that out. Welcome to the show, Ken. What's up, my man?
What's going on?
What's going on? I feel like
I'm ready.
I'm trying to be so presentable and host-like that I'm amped up too much.
This is a very serious desk, and you and I are very close to each other.
We're about to get into the stuff.
I'm ready to play ball.
Let's play ball, dude.
Yeah.
All right, so here's how this works. All right, you have a wheel of resources. Think of these as lifelines.
Okay.
All right, there's gonna be 4 different options and then a your choice option.
Okay.
Okay, so your options are gonna be call a mom. All right, you can either call your mom or mine. To get help with a question, you can do a 50-50, which is I'll eliminate half of the field of potential answers. You can do Ask IG Live, which is you'll go on your IG Live and see if you can field the correct answer from whoever is online at this time. Or you can just do On the Clock. On the Clock is you'll have a minute to call somebody from a business and see if you can convince them to help you while they are.
Just a local business.
Just a local business. I've got numbers and you can just call whoever.
And what if I don't have your mother's phone number?
Oh, I've got it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
So,
okay.
Lucky one of us is in there. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
All right. So, that is the game. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
To play ball.
I'm ready to play ball.
Let's get it. All right, Ken, question number 1. Which of these celebrities' father has a child with his stepdaughter? Is it Quentin Tarantino, Daniel Day-Lewis, Elon Musk, or Tom Cruise? Which one of these celebrities' fathers has a child with his stepdaughter?
It's the father's stepdaughter?
Yes. This was news to me. I was like, wait, what's going on here?
I feel bad. I already out of the gate. I'm going to go 50-50 on this.
All right, you're just going to go that soon?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Oh, wait, no, I don't have to. Wait, do I have to spin the wheel?
Yeah, that actually is how you would have to do it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So go ahead, spin the wheel. Let's see what you get. And, all right, it's my favorite game. You're actually going to have to go on the clock. Go ahead, pull out that cell phone.
Is this okay?
So for on the clock, again, you are going to have to call somebody working at one of these 4 places. You can choose which one you want to do. There are the phone numbers. Go ahead, put it on speaker.
Okay.
And then hold it close to your mic.
All
right, sorry, man. Looks like that didn't work out at all.
All right.
You're going to have to answer this question. Sorry.
What were the first 2 options?
Your first 2 options were Quentin Tarantino and Daniel Day-Lewis.
I'm going to go with Quentin Tarantino.
Quentin Tarantino. Final answer is incorrect. It's actually Elon Musk.
Really?
Elon Musk's dad, Errol Musk, he's 76 years old. He revealed that he had his second child with his stepdaughter, Jana, who was 34 years old. It gets even creepier. He was actually married to her mother, obviously, because it's his stepdaughter. He married her when he was 45 and she was 25, and now he's dating the stepdaughter at age 34 with their second baby. That is a real thing.
That family's a little weird.
Dude, they're all over the place.
A little freaky deaky.
They are all over the place.
Like they got their start in like mines in like Africa.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
I still haven't read into it.
Yeah.
I'm scared I'm gonna be like, oh, this is bad.
He's got like Leonardo DiCaprio blood diamond money.
So he's like living that life.
Oh yeah. That's like they got the family money from like blood diamonds or diamonds or something like that.
Why are we celebrating this guy? I thought we were all in on like what blood diamonds were.
Why are we celebrating him?
Yeah.
You put a car in space.
Oh, is that all it is? We'll just take that
a little
over.
baller.
Okay.
Like, and then he like just flexed
just imagine
and bought.
saying that to an African child. Listen, I know. I know it's hard what you're going through, but you got to understand. This guy put a car in space.
Listen, you don't have any more fingernails because you've been digging for diamonds, but Elon Musk put a car in space, and that's really what's important.
Oh, that is good. That is okay. That's
And he
a bad
bought
accent.
Twitter on
That's
like a
bad
Tuesday.
accent.
He's just like,
And then he was out on the sale, and then he's like, all right, I'm back in. 44 mil? Yeah, whatever. Was it 44 mil or 44 bill?
billion, 44 billion.
$44 billion.
He bought Twitter for.
Twitter sold for.
I think overpaid. I mean,
That's like, I'm not doing the math. You can buy half the NBA teams for that.
or you can get 2 tickets to the Dodgers.
Ooh, okay. Well, that's.
You know what I'm saying? And a Dodger dog.
So funny. Are Dodger tickets like that expensive?
Oh my
Not
gosh.
that expensive, but you know what I'm saying?
They're insane.
They really are.
Yes.
See, I'm from Tampa, man. Rays fan. They'll beg you to go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
They just open the doors.
Yeah, just come on
They're
in.
like,
man.
welcome. This is baseball.
Yeah.
They say it with a question mark.
It's so sad. We don't deserve that team. They're so good year in, year
Tampa
out.
sports are so weird.
We're terrible.
Because
fans.
like Buccaneers are like, hear me out. We're gonna put a pirate ship, in the stadium.
Yep.
Oh, like on the outside? No. In the stadium.
In the stadium.
That's where we're gonna have the pirate
Well,
ship.
where will those seats go? Oh, just get rid of those seats.
Oh yeah, no, we don't need seats.
Yeah,
because
we've
no
got
one's
the-
gonna come see the Buccaneers for the first 30 years.
We should. So in my head, there is no stadium that should compare with that stadium because there literally is a pirate ship inside.
Yeah.
Like to me, that is a sales point.
I feel like the architect went to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Like back in the 90s
Okay.
and saw like Treasure Island. They're like, I think they're onto
I
something.
mean, you could do this.
I understand the whole pirate motif, but like, what's
Yeah.
the orange? What's the what? Like the orange and white?
I mean, that's out. That's out. The
That is-
creamsicle?
oh, that's true.
Yeah, we're moved on from that. Yeah,
Oh,
we're in like
God.
pewter, whatever. Like, is pewter the gray or pewter the red? Pewter the. See, I don't even know.
Okay.
All right, but yeah.
All right. So
All right.
I was wrong. So I'm already
You're
wrong.
You're wrong. You're
But
still
I'm
at 0.
confident your father didn't get that right. I know you can't reveal it.
I won't reveal that.
I don't think he got
I
that
will
right.
give you the hint that he shockingly did much better than I expected with these questions.
Okay.
I will give you that hint. At a certain point, he hits a streak, and I'm like, dude, who are you? Like, I didn't know you knew any of this. This is pretty wild. So let's see what kind of run you go on.
Crosswords are paying off.
All right, question number 2. A woman who woke up from a 2-year coma after being attacked by her brother said he attacked her for this reason. Is it he's bipolar, she slept with his wife, she lost a bet on the Steelers, or he's mean?
Oh man.
Yeah.
How often can you use the Wheel of Resources? Every time?
Nope, just 2 times in an entire
Oh!
game. I forgot to say that. I probably
think you
should have.
did.
It was
Yeah.
in the script, but I was riffing.
Okay.
So that's an important detail to know.
Okay.
You got one more.
All right. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna pocket this one because
Smart man.
I think I can guess correctly. So it was bet the Steelers. He's mean. She slept with his wife. And the first one, he's bipolar.
You got it.
I think that it was that he's bipolar.
That is incorrect, man. I'm
you had
sorry.
a bad poker face.
It's he's mean.
Really?
I swear to God, that is the
So,
direct quote.
After 2 years of being in a coma,
Yep.
she wakes up.
And the cops immediately start interrogating her. You know?
Yeah.
Real smart way to
She's
handle
like,
it.
"Can I get some food?"
It's like those people who like interview a boxer right after a boxing match. I've been
At
getting
this
punched in the
face.
head for an hour. Sure, let me make words. Yeah.
I want to thank God. Which God? I don't know.
I don't know.
Zeus. Really? You want to thank Zeus? All right.
What?
Kicking it old
My
school.
eternal Lord Zeus. That's so funny. But yeah. She just claims he was mean.
He was mean.
And that's why he beat her into a 2-year coma. He's in prison.
We get along now, but I had a mean older brother.
Really? Like
Yeah.
that mean? Like 2-year
Like-
coma mean?
Not 2 years, 6-month coma.
Okay.
Yeah, and I can't say 2 years.
Yeah.
But no, he would put me in the dryer,
Okay.
and then he would go, "How do you turn this thing on?"
Like
And
you'd
then-
hear him do that.
Yeah.
You're what age when this is happening?
I was 7, 8.
Is that past the statute limit? What do y'all think?
I could probably civil
you could-
suit,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
but yeah.
That's why. So it's like you're literally like in the
Oh, he
contraption,
hated my guts. I mean,
hearing him try to work it out.
yes.
He was like, okay.
He's
it's not this
emptying lint
button.
traps. I go, I've got lights and darks on. You can't just throw this dryer on.
Wait, how? I love that. That's your argument. Like, come on, man. We're mixing
I
matching.
can't mix and match.
What What's the age difference between you guys?
3.5 years.
3.5 years. And
Yeah.
you were how old at the time? What were you saying?
I was like 7. He was like 10, 11. Hated my guts.
Yeah.
He just
but you're good now.
We're good now.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we're good
Okay.
because I was like, I was just annoying. I look back on it
okay.
now, and I'm like, I watch old home videos, and I'm just like, oh my god.
That's actually funny that you're like, no, I was the
Oh,
problem.
he had, yeah. I understand it now.
Yeah.
I think that's why we were able to make amends and come
It's
together.
not often that the victims are like, no, I'm really the monster in this
No, I did
scenario.
have it coming. I did it. I deserve it.
Is that how hard life is now? That as an adult, you'd look at yourself as a 7-year-old and you wouldn't go, yeah, but I was 7. You'd be like, that 7-year-old
Oh,
should've
dude, I
known
just
better.
saw something I posted on Facebook 2 years ago. I'm like, who are you as a person?
Yeah,
Why would you post something so nerdy? Like,
We need to celebrate our growth more often.
Do
You know
we?
what? No, I think so. So like for all the times that we'll go back retroactively and look at like you said this in this year, therefore you're a bad person.
Right.
We should also celebrate like who you've become.
Right.
If you have improved from that former person.
Yeah.
Like I think that's more important than a birthday.
Yeah.
A birthday, you're
like
not
a positive
accomplishing
purge.
anything. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you celebrate. But
Hey man, this dude used to say the N-word this many times a year.
Oh, yeah.
And now he only says it when Biggie comes
That
on.
was a
like,
problem
even
for me.
that is
Yeah.
like growth. He's still not good
Right.
or welcomed.
Right.
But clear improvements happen. He's like, no, okay, only in my car alone.
Right. We make it like baseball statistics.
I would love that.
His whiff rate is way down.
Dude,
Like
if
he has
we-
not said the N-word in at least 6 months. I mean,
If we
this
had
is positive.
fuck-up statistics on
Yeah.
the year, like,
Oh
listen, man,
my
my fuck-ups are down this year.
Gosh.
I'm trending in the right direction.
Dude, I try telling my wife that all the time.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking up as much though.
That's a great argument within a relationship.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
baby,
let's look at the positives here.
Yeah, 2018, hard year.
Yeah.
All right, but look, it was contract season. I was going as hard as I could. We signed a new deal, and look who you got now.
Right, you told me to stretch beforehand. I didn't.
Right.
Okay, I admit that. I should have stretched more.
I was trying to think what's the equivalent of stretching for your actions.
right. Emptying the dishwasher.
Right. Okay. All right.
I'm 0 for 2. I'm not liking. I did not expect these types of questions.
Dude, they're totally random. There's no way to have prepared. You either just outright know
Yeah.
this answer or you're
Yep.
guessing. But
Yes.
that's kind of what I like about them. Every
Okay.
one of these I found, I was like, really?
Yeah.
You know, let me ask you a question. What's the most memorable fight you ever did see? Do you have one that comes to mind?
Professional or any type of
However
fight.
you want to think of it. Like a fight you saw or a fight that you know someone's in. Like what's the memorable one? Like I've got ones where I was like, I remember when that happened and I never forgot.
Oh man. The fight for democracy on January 6th.
How dare
you know what I mean?
How dare you bring that up?
Unbelievable.
I don't even
Never
want to
forget,
remember that
JB.
we're taking that from 9/11. We're gonna put that for the
Yeah,
insurrection.
yeah. I mean, no, come on. It's been 20 years.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
You know what?
I mean,
9/11 hasn't lost enough. Let's also take its slogan.
Hashtag kind of forget. You know.
Oh my god.
Hashtag let's move on.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, a fight.
Yeah.
I mean, but you know, I'm in
You
my
didn't have to be in it,
mid-40s.
to be clear. Just a
Oh
fight that
God,
you
there
know.
was never a fight that I was in.
Really?
You know, it was no. Some dude wanted to fight me a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
That was kind of like going back and forth, and I'm like, "Just you want to go outside?" I'm like, "I'm 45, man. I'm not going outside." like even if I win the fight, I'm still gonna lose the fight.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm just sore. I don't want to be sore.
I love that the older you get, the more that is like a fair rebuttal
Yeah.
to a challenge.
Yeah.
I'm 45.
Yes.
It has nothing to do with whether or not I want to do this to you.
Yeah. You're a giant pussy. I am. I'm a huge giant. You can call me whatever you want.
I'm a 45-year-old pussy.
But I am not going to be sore tomorrow because you
true.
have a point you want to prove.
The fact, you know what's sad is you are going to be sore tomorrow.
Regardless.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
We should be more reckless.
Yeah.
I'm just realizing that.
We should be more.
We're going to hurt tomorrow anyway.
So be more reckless?
We might as well just throw your body in there.
You understand how pain works, though, right?
No, I'm ignoring
There's
it right now.
degrees. There's degrees of it.
You're 100% right. I'm going to
Right?
act like it doesn't exist. Throw your body in there.
There's general soreness, like, oh, that was a good workout, and then there's like, I don't think this is going to work anymore. I might have to get this replaced.
Here's the thing. If you can get him to hit you first, now you can claim it on your insurance, right?
I don't know
that's a thing.
Is this one of the questions?
It is
Can I
not.
spin the wheel?
This is so unresearched. Just throwing out.
That's what-
Do not listen to
That's
my
what you should name this show. Unresearched.
Unresearched.
We have no idea if this is
Totally
true.
unresearched. Yeah. All right. Fair enough. We'll move on. Question 3. Last
Okay.
round of the question. Last question of the round. What am I talking about? After stealing a copper box allegedly containing the blood of this religious figure, the thieves returned it for fear of bad luck. This is a true story. It's happened overseas.
Okay.
So you have a hint. This is in Europe. Was it the Dalai Lama? Was it Jesus Christ, Confucius, or Tom Brady?
Oh my God.
Which religious figure?
I know which one I want it to be.
All right.
I think it's the blood of Jesus Christ.
You are correct.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes!
Yeah.
Take
Thieves
that,
stole-
Dad!
Thieves stole a bunch of art and a bunch of different things from this church in France.
Okay.
And then they discovered after they got the bounty, that one of the things were 2 vials of Christ's blood, of Jesus Christ's blood, which I didn't even know existed, but apparently they were vials that were collected from the crucifixion. And this,
Vials?
I swear, yes, I'm being real. I read it twice just to be like, what am I reading?
Was it collected by a Jewish doctor? It's like,
hold
on, we need to get some blood. We don't know what the technology will be like in 2,000 years. Why aren't we cloning Jesus?
Right? Jesus has come back so many times we don't know. It's just
We just keep.
Like the clone doesn't look great, and we're like, we can't let this be. From a PR standpoint, he's gonna need to look better than what we came up with. He's got like half a pig's leg.
Jesus is like, I keep going back, and they keep going like, get a job, bum. I'm like, oh, okay.
I'm like, look, it's not the right time. I'll come back another time. But yeah, it's a true thing. This is what I'm wondering. What's the most interesting thing you've stolen in your life?
Most interesting. See,
we've all stolen at some point or another.
Yeah.
Intentional or unintentional.
Most interesting thing I've ever stolen in my life. Oh my God, I'm so boring when it comes to this because I was so straight-laced growing up. So straight-laced. I never wanted to face my mom and dad, and it wasn't even about the punishment. It was just that disappointment.
Yep.
I stole a bottle of vodka once.
Okay.
And
from who? Like a parent?
No. From a liquor store.
Good for you.
Yeah. And it was homecoming at the University of Iowa.
Yeah.
Shout out Dirty John's Grocery. And I had this sweatshirt, and I put a bottle of it was like Grey Goose.
Yeah.
Which in college is just like up there. You know.
You're balling.
So I put Grey Goose up here, and I walked out of the store with my hands in my pockets. And I got to the party, and they're like, $5 a cup for the keg. And I'm like, I got my own. And they're like, ah! In my mind, I was like Rudy. Like They put me on their shoulders. But they're like, cool, man, put it with the rest of the stuff we have. I'm like, oh, okay.
All right. Well,
yeah. So it wasn't very interesting, but like that's probably one of the few times I actually have stolen something that I can remember going like,
I just love the idea you're walking through the store with this massive forearm.
I would love to see video from it because I'm not.
And the clerk's like, he's in college. That kid probably jerks off a lot. Like, that's a big forearm.
That's a huge forearm.
Like, Jesus Christ, I'm not going to ask him about that forearm.
Yeah.
It's like it's low-key wise, because it's almost too embarrassing to ask somebody about. I know how about that.
Like, what do you have in your sweatshirt? Loneliness.
Yeah.
Desperation.
A lot of sadness.
Yeah.
Good Wi-Fi connection.
Can't get a girlfriend.
Right.
You know.
I stole a Subway sandwich every day for a year.
Really?
Yeah. Well, like I'm exaggerating every day because I'm not eating Subway that often, but it was a couple times a week for sure.
How does one go about stealing a sandwich?
When I was in college, there was a Subway that was attached to a gas station nearby, and you could order your sandwich at the Subway, and you could either pay at the gas station cashier, or you could pay at the Subway cashier. So if
that's just on them.
Yeah.
That's
so
on them.
I would just take it from the Subway area. I go get a drink. Right, and I go like, oh yeah, I already paid for this over there, but I'm just getting the drink. Right?
Really?
So I'd spend like $1 a day. But
did they ever catch on?
They caught on like a year in.
And what was the
And I just never came back.
I
just went like, my bad, I forgot. And I paid for it that time, and I just never came back. I was too ashamed.
I wonder if there's like some Subway manager like, we need to figure this out.
Yeah, we're losing so much.
Like it never balances out. We're always down one sandwich. But it does remind me of a story, a more interesting story.
What do you got?
We used to get drunk in college and order, shout out Big Mike's, and...
Wait, Big Mike's, not Dirty John's?
Not Dirty John's. Okay. Everything in Iowa
Dirty
has
John
to have
Mike's?
like some cool, like they're so boring.
Yeah.
They're like, we'll just call it Mike's sandwiches. Like, no, Big Mike's. Like, you're onto something.
Okay.
Huh?
All right.
Huh? John's Grocery? Dirty John's.
Yeah. It's like when you see Chinese restaurants, but they're super.
Right.
It's like, super Chinese restaurant. Got it.
We have donuts and teriyaki. What? Okay.
No.
So we would order it, and then the guy would knock on the door, and we were like, hey man, he's like, oh, I got your sandwiches. We're like, you want to get high? Answer is always yes. Right?
Okay.
Of course I want to get high.
Okay.
Like, of course I'll get high. They come in, we start getting him high, and then another person, usually me, would go and grab the rest of his sandwiches out of his car. Mm-hmm. And then we would steal the sandwiches.
Love it.
One particular time we did this, I bit into a sandwich and it had mayo. And I don't like mayo. So I wrapped it back up, and I put it in the bag, and then I put it back in the car.
With the sandwich bite.
In it, yeah. So somebody at the University of Iowa in 1997 received a sandwich that had a bite taken out of it.
Yeah, love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Because it's also, you didn't even like attempt to cover the crime scene. You weren't like, well, let's just slice
Yep.
that part off horizontally, and we just
Oh,
make
no.
it like the shorter side of the sandwich.
You could see like a serial killer's teeth imprints.
Like literally, yeah. Like if someone had dental records, like maybe they know this is kid. I would love someone going around the local dentist with this sandwich.
Have you seen these teeth?
Tell me who this is. Yeah, it's so funny.
I didn't smile for a year.
Yeah. Let's be, oh my God, let's be glad you weren't a criminal. The lack
bad.
of covering up the crime.
So awful.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I can't lie either.
Yeah.
My eyes start like glistening when I lie. My mom has told me that, and my wife told me the same thing. Like I get like this weird kind of like film on my eyes whenever I lie.
Normally people call that a twinkle in your eye.
I guess.
And they
Yeah, I
associate
know.
it with
Yeah,
a
I'm just
far
being a
different-
dirtbag liar, and so I can't. I just can't lie. I can't get away
Every
with
time
it.
you lie, you're like, I am living my dream.
Yes.
Right now in this moment, and I can't believe.
No, thankfully I have sunglasses on because.
Is that the move? You just
Yeah,
pull
yeah.
the Big Daddy?
Yeah.
All right, well, you're 1 for 3 out of round 1. You've got 1 point to go on. That's fine.
I'm disappointed.
You're getting out of the round with a
Yeah.
point. You're coming out with something. Let's see how you do in round 2.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so round 2 questions. You're sitting at 1 point at the moment. These are going to be worth 2 points each. Let's see how you do.
All right.
All right. A 14-year-old girl in Japan was given 3 years in school suspension for what? Here are your choices. Posing as another student, dressing as an anime character, plucking her eyebrows, or trying to sell her panties.
Oh,
Japan.
Japan, 14, in school suspension. What does that mean?
That means you can't go to class, but you got to go to school.
How weird.
Yeah, so you just stay in one room the whole day and do your work.
For 3 years.
I'm not saying that from experience.
JB's real hip to the Japanese elementary school rules.
Listen, man, I've done my fair share of ISS. I know that.
What are the options again?
They are posing as another student, dressing as an anime character, plucking her eyebrows, or trying to sell her panties. Which of those 4?
I'm trying to think of what would give you 3 years.
It's a really odd number because that's 3 grades.
Yes.
You know, like
So
our suspensions were like weeks tops.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with. Oh, I feel weird. I'm gonna say go with selling her panties.
You would think it was in the cards, right? But I just feel like you don't get in-school suspension for that. I think that's out-of-school suspension. It's the assumption.
Okay,
that
but
I am
it's
on.
the 3 years I'm getting hooked on.
That's the thing, right? It's
Right.
so long that it might be the answer, but it is not.
Impersonating
Plucking her eyebrows.
Really?
Swear to God. Plucking her eyebrows in class got her 3 years in-school suspension. They claimed that she was distracting people from learning. How big are these fucking eyebrows?
How huge?
Are you kidding me right
Is
now?
it a unibrow?
Who cares what it is? Like, who cares what it is?
Yeah.
Like, who's having such a hard time looking over here because she's plucking? Dude, I was so upset when I read this.
Dude, that's when mom needs to step in and be like I had a bully for a 4th grade teacher.
Yeah.
Her name was Gloria Ludwig.
All right, what did she do? Because I had a bully teacher too.
She was a Nazi.
Okay.
She was like,
an
she was
aggressive
right around the time where she would have been a teenager in Germany.
Yeah.
And we were all convinced that she was like, I'm the Jews, you know.
Yeah.
And so
Did she still have an accent?
she did when she was real mad.
Okay.
And Ludwig, you know.
Okay.
So she was a bully. I was a class clown. But I was the worst class clown because I was a class clown that got really good grades.
Same.
Right?
Let's
That's
go.
the
Yes.
best.
Yeah.
And I was funny. I had
Yeah.
natural timing. I wasn't mean.
There's nothing
I
worse than when
wasn't-
someone drops a good joke when you don't want them to.
Oh
you
my
know?
God.
Like, oh, but it was so good.
So she just didn't like me because I was disrupting my class and this and that. And so she would say things to me that were just like mean. And
Like in private or like in front of
in
everybody?
front of the whole class.
Of course.
So then I went and told Mare, my mom Marilyn,
Yeah.
and I told Mare went in there, and you need to retire. You don't have what it takes to be a teacher anymore. You know, you need to be done. You need to quit picking on the, you know. And
Yeah.
I mean, and if I ever had to come up to this school ever again to talk to you about my son,
Yeah.
never bothered me ever again.
What an interesting tactic.
Yeah.
She didn't come there and go, I'll get you fired. She didn't go Karen.
No.
Like, I'm going to call it the mayor.
Yeah.
She went there and suggested how she should handle it. She was like, you need to retire.
Yes.
Not
You're
like, I'll go
burnt
to your
out.
boss
You
and
don't
get
ha-
you out of here. She's like,
You
you
need-
need
Yeah.
to be responsible enough
Yes.
to do the right
You
thing.
need to make good decisions for your own self.
That's a really interesting strategy.
Yeah, and that lady never bothered me ever again.
Yeah.
In fact, I think she gave me like straight A's for the rest of the quarter or whatever it was.
That's so interesting.
My mom scared the hell out of her because, you know.
I would have loved to see your mom like.
This girl's, you know, like her eyebrows are out of control.
Apparently, the fact that they don't show a picture of this girl after this story, like, I think we're all wondering, well, God, what do they look like?
Is there some weird eyebrow etiquette thing in Japan that we're not?
Apparently.
Okay.
I think there's something about
Would that be like picking your toenails or something? Is that like this?
I read this article a while ago, but I think it was centered around the idea of vanity in the school place. And the idea of any focus on the vanity of yourself as a distraction to others.
Well, they do blur out their porn.
They do that.
So I could get that.
Which seems counterproductive, but teach their own.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
I've never tried to get hard to pixels, but all right, I guess.
Well, let me tell you what you're missing out on.
Please do. It just looks like color swatches.
Add that to the wheel of resources.
It'll be just as useful.
50-50 or pixel porn. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Point is, you're not getting an answer. I'm so curious. I want to see your mom, just based on her strategy. Like, I want to see her, like, confront people with bigger issues.
Oh.
Like, if your mom could have seen R. Kelly, like...
Oh, she would have given him a good talking.
She'd have been like, okay, you need to knock it off.
Yeah.
Like, is that all?
You need to start dating age-appropriate women.
You need to, adjust
so that you
the filters
grow as
on
an
your
individual.
apps.
This is about self-esteem, R. Kelly. She would call him R. Kelly, too.
Yeah. It's just full name, R.
Full
Kelly.
name. Do you want to know what my mom did? This is a true story. So she was a stay-at-home mom, and then when we all grew up, she went and got her master's degree in social work.
Okay.
And she started counseling women that were abused in a center for domestic violence. And then she realized that no one was counseling the abusers, so my mom started counseling male abusers. And started a huge program in Illinois.
Yeah.
Because she's like, that's not the problem. Isn't the women?
Yeah.
You know, obviously we want to give them the resources that they need to like get out of this situation.
Absolutely.
But she goes, the problem is the abusers, but no one's talking to the abusers. So my mom sat in a room full of 30 male abusers and threatened to send them all to jail if they fuck with her. And it was a huge success.
Do you think like all of the men in there were just looking around like, no one's gonna hit her?
Right.
Like, I'm not condoning, but you know what I'm saying?
No, my mom's 5 feet tall, about 110 pounds.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't play, dude.
There's one thing we all have in common. We don't listen to her.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, we're gonna listen this time?
No, we are? Oh,
all right, we'll turn.
Yep.
Plot twist.
Gotcha.
All right, yeah, dude. Respect to
Did you hear what she did to Gloria Ludwig? Dude, don't fuck with her, bro. She will get you to consider retiring from this 30-year career.
She got a Nazi to retire, bro. That's all right. Well, hey, that's something.
I like the
so
Jews. I'm like, what? Okay.
Yeah,
he's a badass.
All right, well, moving on. Question 2.
All right, sorry, here we go.
You're still sitting at 1 point. You still got plenty of time here, all right? We are just about halfway through.
You said that with judgment.
You still got one spin.
And one more round to go.
I haven't forgotten.
Yeah, well, the third round, though, isn't there we take that off?
What?
We take off that wheel, like, in the third round?
No. Yeah. No, I know what's going on. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Question 2.
Yes.
In which country is the wife of an adulterer allowed to sue the woman he cheated with?
Okay.
You processing that? Mm-hmm. Okay. Your potential answers are Sweden, Pakistan, Thailand, or your fucking dreams. In which country is the wife of an adulterer allowed to sue the women her spouse cheated with?
Man, now I want to say Pakistan because these are, there's a lot of fidelity laws in those countries.
Okay.
But for some reason, Sweden is jumping out to me.
Okay. What's your logic there?
It's like a country like based on finance and law and civility and all that. So I think that like there's a civilized law like I can sue. So I'm gonna go with Sweden.
Okay. Well, the answer's Thailand. It was neither one of those.
Really?
It is Thailand. Yeah.
I was just like, I gotta be Thailand.
Yeah, I learned about it. I read the story. Really? Yeah, there was this guy who was cheating on his wife, and he was cheating with like 12 women.
Oh,
right. And
play on, player.
Dude, he was really getting after it.
Yeah.
His whole thing was like he was targeting single moms, and he was doing it all on social media.
I don't think I know 12 women.
I definitely don't know 12 moms. Right. I'm exaggerating. I've been to high school. Listen. He was dating 12 women, if I remember this correctly, None of them knew about each other.
Yeah.
And then he got found out when one of them posted a picture with him on Facebook saying that they were together.
Okay.
And a number of them recognized him.
Dude.
And so, yeah.
Rookie move.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to know if they have like lawyer commercials in Thailand. Or like, are you looking to sue his side chick?
Yeah.
Well, look no further. Call Bill Jacobs, Esquire.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sue the pants off this side chick.
Yeah, we come after side chicks.
That's like when the whole Tiger Woods thing came out.
Yeah.
And they're like, and he gave them their actual phone number.
Yeah.
Like everyone knows you got a backup phone. Or
Apparently
you got a
didn't.
guy that just handles the hose.
Yep.
The hoe handler. Do you know how much I would love that job? Tiger Woods
You're just
hoe handler? Like
me see if I
Dave
can pencil
Matthews
you in,
has
yeah.
a guy who just rolls joints. Willie Nelson has
he
a guy
really?
just rolls joints all day. Rolls joints, here you go. Rolls joints, that's his job. Has benefits, has a 401k.
Never knew that.
I want to be Tiger Woods' hoe handler.
Sure. Yeah.
Or I'm going to be a lawyer in Thailand that sues side
I mean,
chicks.
either or. I mean, I think your money's going to go longer in Thailand. Like, I don't know what the pay rate is here, but like, I'm just saying.
Is that the next question? What's the current foreign exchange rate? I'm like, I don't know, JB, bro.
What's I'm curious because I feel like we all come across them like over time. Like, what's the most memorable story of cheating that you know about? It doesn't have to be you.
my ex-wife's?
Is it really? Oh, all right. Well, that would be memorable. Jesus Christ! I'm sorry. If I'm digging up a bad feeling, we don't gotta go there. I'm sorry. Shit.
This game show took a turn.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's wild. I went to school.
Yeah.
With a guy it was a buddy, he was a good dude.
Yeah.
But it's just such an interesting story where he had a high school sweetheart, and they were both great. And then they, you know the story? Yep, we won't say his name.
Oh,
All right,
wow.
all right.
We cut that out.
Yeah, that's not. Well,
Remind me not to rob a bank with this guy.
let's just move on to question 3, man. You know?
Shout out, Drew.
Oh man, I'll tell you the story out there. I was trying to. Question 3.
Yes.
A man in China went viral after catching this from this falling out of a 6-story window. A man from China went viral after catching this from falling out of a 6-story window. Is it a toddler, a refrigerator, a charge, Kanye's career? Which of these 4?
A charge?
Mm-hmm. You never heard of catching
Catching
a
a
charge?
charge. Yes, I wasn't sure if that was the context with which you made it. I think he caught a toddler.
Okay, a toddler is correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know what's wild about the
Yeah.
video is like as he's going to do it, he's still on the phone. Won't put the phone down.
Really?
He's
Committed to the call.
Like apparently the call's that important. He's like, this baby's got half a chance. I'm not gonna give it 2 hands of a
Was
chance.
the baby hanging? Was the baby? Do we know?
So in the video you can't see. What you see is the footage of the man looking up towards a building, and then out of nowhere, toddler falls, and he's like, like fair catches it.
You just see adult hands going. Ah!
It was an unreal video. And one of the funny things about it is because you can't see when the baby or what is gonna fall, you don't know the timing of when it's gonna come down.
Yeah.
So as he's running over, there's this puddle and he like slips in it, and I'm like, oh no. Okay. He had so much time. But like I didn't know like he slips and then it's gonna fall.
So much time. He got sunglasses
Right.
on.
Yeah.
You know, he's taking a picture of the baby in the air.
It's like have you seen the clips when like a center fielder would like
Right.
lose the ball in the lights and then the ball would just like clock him in the head or something,
Yeah.
or it just falls behind. Like imagine
Right.
a guy like going to catch a baby and then you just see it like hit his head instead. Like could have gone viral
There's
for
a
such a
lot
different
of
reason.
questions I have. Were there any injuries that you know of, or was it
They
just
didn't
like
report any injuries to the baby, which I would assume just the force of like the
right?
whiplash.
The
of
arms were. Yeah, he broke an arm. He like.
Yeah.
Also, like, what's your next move on that? Do we call the police and be like, "Hey, I just caught a baby"?
I can tell you what I do.
Huh.
I touchdown dance. 'Cause
Right?
That's the greatest
Spike the
catch of my
baby?
life. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the only
bro.
thing I can't do.
Right?
Is
Spike the baby. Yes.
Set the baby down and I just gritty in a circle. Like, that's
Wasn't it
all.
Terrell Owens who took the cell phone out of his sock?
Wait, no. Terrell Owens had the permanent marker. And he
that's right.
autographed
Yes,
the ball.
yes.
Joe Horn
Okay.
hid the cell phone in the padding for the field goal post.
I would autograph the baby.
I think autographing, if you sign the baby's forehead, yeah, and then you tell the parents you don't get the baby back unless you tattoo that signature
Yeah.
on that soft spot. Jesus Christ. All right, well, that's round 3. You got...
I got 1 on 1.
1 out of 3. So...
That was round 2.
That was round 2, excuse me.
Okay.
So in round 2, you scored 2 points by getting 1 question correct.
Gotcha. So my
3 points total.
Gotcha.
Going into round 3. All right, round 3 questions. You're sitting at 3 points at the moment. All right, you got 3 questions here. Each of them is going to be worth 3 points. So let's see how you do. You can still do this. I know what the score is you're shooting for. It's still you still are within reach of it.
And I think, well, that already tells me what I need to know. But I don't think I'm beating your dad right now, and I'm a little.
Oh, I can guarantee you, you're not beating him right now.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
But you can beat him.
Good.
So it is.
And I still have 1 wheel of resources left.
You still got 1. Yep.
That's the best name you could come up with.
It's, can I be totally honest with
Yeah.
you? Forgot to come up with a name. It's a literal wheel of resources. I've been on the road. Like, I've been working. Totally forgot to come up with a name for the wheel. Later episode, we will have a name. But for now, you got the wheel of resources, man. And the resources have been shit.
Actually, it would be great if you just call it Ken Garr's wheel from this moment.
Yeah, what's
Like, who's
Are you
Ken-
willing
like
to
this-
sponsor our wheel?
Yeah, I'm going to sponsor your wheel. And
right.
here's the wheel of resources provided by Ken Garr. Check out his new special.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. First
Okay.
question. At what point in their career did which of these celebrities say this quote? This is a real quote that was said. I normally don't do interviews with women unless I fornicate with them. So you shouldn't talk anymore unless you want to, you know.
Okay.
It's a real quote.
Okay.
Your choices are R. Kelly, Mike Tyson, Charlie Sheen, or Frank Sinatra.
Oh, wow.
What I like about this is I can picture any of them saying it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was going to be Sean Connery.
It would have been a
You know
great
what I mean?
choice. Would have been a great choice.
All right, let me spin.
Okay.
Because I want to get this one right.
All good. 50-50.
All right.
All right, that's helpful. I will eliminate 2 of your choices.
Okay.
The choices you have left are R. Kelly and Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
It is Mike Tyson.
Yes.
Yeah, you can look this up. It's a classic.
Yes.
You can actually look this up. There's like a top 10 crazy Mike Tyson quotes. Like,
Okay.
you can just do the countdown, and it's up there, and I don't think it's number 1. Just to be clear, as of like how crazy of stuff Mike Tyson has said.
I've
not
met
even
Mike
number 1.
Tyson. It was scary.
Did you talk to him, or
Yeah,
were you
yeah.
just a present?
Oh no, I talked to him.
Yeah.
Took a picture and
Yeah.
And he was, he was doing the show in the same room as I was after me. So we would cross in the
Like his
green room.
one-man show?
Yeah, he was
Like
doing
back
his
when that was
one-man
going
show.
on?
Yeah,
Oh,
in
wow.
Vegas. And so I was doing a show, and then he was the show after me, and so we would kind of like, in the beginning we were just like, oh, hey, have a great show, cool. And then after a while we just kind of like hung out a little bit, but
Yeah.
it was just like, he puts his arm around you to take a picture, and you're just like, this is a very powerful man.
Yeah.
And like, oh my God,
That's awesome, though.
And same height as me. I'm like 5'7", 5'8".
Sure.
Not a tall dude, but you're just like, man, this is intimidating. He goes, he's like, you're the comedian, and he was so in awe of like,
Yeah.
you do comedy? I'm like, yeah, you.
You're like, who's taking a picture with who right now? This
And
is
then
crazy.
I saw
Yeah.
he got into it with a guy on the flight recently.
Yes.
Not recently, but like
I know
6 months
exactly.
ago or whatever. At what point do you just go, I'm not gonna mess with this guy?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know he's looking for a headline or a lawsuit, whatever he's looking for.
Clearly he was looking
I mean, the judge has got to be like, we have enough historical evidence to go, if you mess with Mike Tyson, then you are responsible for whatever happens at this point.
There should be some sort of like common sense law.
Yes.
Like in play that like, can we defer to the public forum of people? Like, could you imagine?
Right.
I bet you, if we linked that to like a nationwide vote, we'd see more people voting than for the election.
Oh my God.
If it was really just like, hey, here's what happened.
Right.
What do y'all think?
Right.
Enough people be like, nah, that's not.
Yeah.
That's
no,
on
we're
that
not.
dude.
Yeah.
Leave Mike's a free
Yeah.
man.
This guy poured water on Mike Tyson's head. Like, yeah, he should get knocked out.
Yeah, he should,
And
yeah.
there should be no repercussions whatsoever.
I'm shocked someone didn't fight him for Mike. Like to ingratiate themselves to Mike.
Look, I will split my time between being Tiger Woods' hoe handler
Okay.
and Mike Tyson's bodyguard.
What a philanthropist you are. Just being so charitable
I'm a
with your
giver.
time.
I am a giver.
That's unbelievable. But yeah, it was Mike Tyson, dude. I can't believe he said that. Do you recall what's one of the scariest things you've ever heard a person say?
One of the scariest things. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I try to keep. I mean, I want to keep it light, but
No, say the thing.
My dad's a firefighter,
Okay.
and one day I asked him if I could ride the ambulance, and we were at the projects, the Cabrini Green projects in Chicago, and there's a little girl, and she was caught in fire, and we go to the hospital, and she expired, and it was my first time ever seeing somebody pass away.
Yeah. And you're how old?
12, 13.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I would go to work with my dad, quite a bit.
Sure.
But I remember the police saying that the uncle was trying to hide evidence of him having messed around with her.
Oh.
And so and that was like, and I hate to bring this up on a comedy podcast.
No,
but I mean it's like that was my first foray with evil.
Yeah.
When you're like, oh, there's evil people in this world.
Yeah.
And like, this isn't like, because I grew up kind of in a safe, happy home.
Sure.
And you're like, oh, this is the real shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And so that was the scariest thing I had ever heard up to that point, which was just like this loss of innocence going like, oh, this isn't a good world.
Yeah,
all the time. You know what I mean? Like, there's great things about this world, but there's very evil, awful, dark things about this world.
Yeah, I mean, like what? Like the big difference between the world and like the world we're sold is like the world we're sold is always fiction and has resolution.
Yeah.
And the world we live in doesn't always get
Dude,
resolution.
I say this all the time. There is such a thin veil of decency that shrouds our society.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's been raining for 2 days in Los Angeles, and I'm like, I might murder JB if he has Doritos. Like, I might do that because we're running low. like, this dude makes me come out in a deluge to do his show, and I'm like, but you know what I'm saying?
Sure,
But like, when the shit hits the fan, it's just
sunlight
like,
matters.
we're not,
It's so wild. I remember one of the scariest things I ever heard. It's not going to be as scary as that, but I remember psychologically being affected. There was two guys on our college basketball team who they got in a confrontation. They were about to fight, like they square up, and then one of the guys, the guy who I expect to lose the fight, but the one who is more of a wild card, he says, "Hey man, if you fight me, you better be ready to fight me every single day, because I'm gonna fight you every time I see you."
Wow.
And I was like, that is actually psychologically the scariest thing I've ever heard in my life. I don't care who it is. Like, I don't want to fight anyone every day. Every day?
No. I was at a fraternity party.
Yeah.
And these two dudes came in looking for a fight.
Okay.
And so one of these dudes knocks out my friend's buddy, his fraternity brother.
Okay.
Dude about my size, again, about 5'7", looked like me, starts pushing these two guys that were hulking dudes from the football team down the stairs, gets him down the stairs, and he gets him outside. And right before he gets outside, he grabs a closet pole from the closet, and he walks outside by himself with these two dudes, and he splits the closet pole in half, and he hands them this pole. These two giant men who just knocked out a dude. And they look at the pole and they go, "What's this for?" And he goes, "You're going to fucking need it."
You're gonna need it, let's go!
And walked, and the two dudes just walked away.
What?
Turns out, this guy taught hand-to-hand combat in the United States Marine Corps.
Oh, word?
It wasn't like he wasn't bluffing.
I just thought he taught
Yeah.
next level bluffing.
Oh, bro.
That's crazy.
Dude, I do that, I'm getting beat with a closet pole.
Also, keep in mind, he snapped it in front of him.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he grabbed two separate things and go, "You're gonna need something." He was just like, "I'll make it for you. Trust me, you need it."
You're going to fucking need
Wow.
it. And could back it up.
Yeah.
Like, taught hand-to-hand combat
Yeah.
to Marines, and we're like, oh my God.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was insane.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
It wasn't the scariest thing, it was the most impressive thing I've ever heard.
I'm doing that in the bedroom. I'm just gonna bring out some crutches.
Some crutches, like you're Ted Bundy.
Just put some crutches.
Excuse me,
here
miss,
and
can you help me get into my car?
Yeah, and a first aid kit right here. And be like, all right. And then I just cue some Marvin Gaye.
Are you about a size 13? Like, what?
That's bananas.
Bananas.
Respect to that guy.
Oh my God.
I love that
Same
so
to your
much.
guy, dude. You're gonna fight me every day.
It hadn't even occurred to me as an option of a threat.
Right.
Like, that's why I was so like, it was such a riddle.
Yeah.
That I was like, I don't even want to solve this.
No.
I just don't want, I'm so happy he's not saying this to me.
You're like Morgan Freeman in Seven, like, John Doe's in charge here.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what's wild about it? It was a guy that I didn't fear until he said that.
oh
It
yeah.
was a guy who I had never thought of as intimidating at all until I had to process the workload
People said
of what that was.
I was at the Comedy Store once on the porch in the front, and this dude said that to me one time. He's like, Ken, he's like, I gotta tell you, he's like, I can tell something about you. I'm like, what? He's like, you got a switch He's like, what? He's like, I can tell. He goes, I don't ever want to mess with you, man. He goes, I feel like you're the nicest guy in the world, but then you just hit that switch and you're like, I don't want to deal with this guy ever.
Yeah.
And I was like, keep thinking that.
You're the kind of guy they write a movie about.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like what's that? Is it Falling Down?
Right.
Where he's just in traffic
dude.
and he just snaps.
I have fantasies about being that guy sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They just forget cheese on my cheeseburger and just light it up.
Just like now you're another person. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Love that. I think the scariest thing in that movie is how many of us related.
Oh.
Like deep down, we went, no, I get it.
It's such an underrated movie.
It's very
it's
good.
just how, especially in today's environment.
When he attacks the convenience store and then leaves the change
Yeah.
for his soda, I
Yeah.
was like, that is the most psychotic, brilliant thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I was like, that guy meant that. So anyways. Question 2,
Yes. All right.
which you got this right. So you're sitting at 6 points, just so we're on the same page.
Call him chasing dad.
Okay. Question number 2, which of these is the medical term for a tummy tuck operation? I never knew what it was until I read this. Your options are abdominoplasty, fluoroscopy, gastrectomy, intestinal reduction.
I think it's C. It's the gastro. Is that C?
Gastrectomy? That was C. Is
Yes.
that what you're going with?
Yes.
That is wrong.
No, is it A?
It's A. It's abdominoplasty. Yeah. Because it is a
Plasty.
it's plastic surgery.
It's a plasty.
Of your abdomen. So, it makes sense. Gastro, I believe, is your digestive system.
Okay.
So that's more related to rectum, I think, than
Rectum.
than
You're
stomach.
killing
Hey,
hey,
I see. Hey,
yo.
okay, all right.
Huh?
Yeah, I actually learned about this story when I was reading a story about a woman from 90 Day Fiancé who lost her belly button in a box.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking
What?
about?
Yes. I
Yeah.
love. We watched every episode of every show.
Yeah, I haven't had a girlfriend for years, so like,
Yeah.
I haven't caught up with it.
I have. I
Yeah.
have a meme website
Yeah.
for 90 Day Fiancé.
Do you really?
Yeah. It's called Not My Nino. Do you know what the reference is?
Yes. That's so good. I'm so upset with.
Shout out Not My Nino
That's
on
very
Instagram if you're a 90 Day fan.
I can't believe you took the time to do that. That's
My-
incredible.
so when the pandemic started, we had a lot of downtime.
Sure.
And my wife
Clearly.
started watching this, and I'm just like, this is ridiculous, this is dumb. And then I started making all these comments. She's like, why don't you just make a meme page and make it? And it's a whole world.
That's how you know y'all were meant to be together.
Yes.
Where your wife goes, why don't you just make a meme page?
Yes.
Or she's suggesting like the benign activity for you to
Oh
stay
my
occupied.
God. It's so great.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a wild story. Do you have another story of a wild plastic surgery that you know of? Do you know of any?
A wild plastic surgery.
Yeah. Or it doesn't have to be wild, but something that was interesting to you within plastic surgery. Do you know of any? We live in LA. I don't know what stories you might have encountered. That's
No, I mean, the one I've heard is like my friend got her boobs done and then all of a sudden like got into a car accident and then like the boob exploded.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
she's like, I gotta get these titties out.
Yeah.
You know, but she also had a lot of health related issues
What
because
a fun sentence, by the way. I gotta get
gotta
these
get
titties out.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
you know, and she said it in all earnestness.
But it's, you know, what's I don't want to say it's sad, but like
Yeah.
what's interesting to see is like how much those breasts are such a source of self-esteem. And not for every girl, but
No, I
like
get
for this particular person, it was like, this is me.
Yeah.
I'm defined by these boobs.
You know what's interesting about breasts, and I don't know how you feel about them. Like me personally,
feel them all the time.
Okay,
yeah.
well, hey.
Right?
So my thing with breasts is just like, to me, they are a fashion choice more than anything.
Okay.
Like I don't sexualize them in terms of like interaction. Like, do I want to interact with boobs? Sure.
Yeah.
But am I cool if I don't? Yeah.
You're either way.
But they make an outfit look better.
Yeah.
So fashionably, they're almost like a clothing accessory to me.
I'm almost annoyed with our fascination with them.
Yeah.
I realize there's a biological
Yeah.
thing, you know, as far as babies and stuff, but like, I'm 45 years old and I'm still really into boobs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
But when you say really into, you mean what?
Yeah.
Like, where's the line on really into? You're saying looking, engaging, like where's... You
like
see what I'm
if
saying?
like a girl's wearing a low cut top and her cleavage is showing, I'm annoyed that I have to purposely not stare at her breasts.
Yeah, that's what I'm...
That's annoying to
That
me.
to me is what makes it the fashion choice.
Okay.
Where I go like, now it's an outfit
So
that
you
I
call
can't
it fashion
help but
choice,
look
I
at.
call it fascination.
Sure, yeah.
So I'm just like really? Like now I gotta not, I have to physically not look at your boobs.
Yeah.
This sucks.
Yeah.
And I'm really uncomfortable now.
But you see that all the time with outfits, right? You'll see like some kind of dress, but it's like see-through on the sides, right?
Oh,
so it's
yeah.
like now you're like sort of looking at a naked body, but not. You know
right,
what I mean?
those yoga pants with the see-through like down the sides and stuff.
Yeah. You know, look, I'm not here complaining about anything. I'm not saying stop wearing anything. I'm not saying I'm perving out on anything. But
Yeah.
I'm acknowledging its existence and
No,
what it does.
it's that I have to suppress the creep.
Yeah.
That lives in me.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do that. It's exhausting. Like I don't want to be disrespectful to my wife or disrespectful to the person that's choosing this great outfit.
Sure.
But I feel like I'm just like now I have to think about where my eyes are going and what my actions are. I'm like, I'm just gonna stare at the ground.
Yeah.
I do a lot of ground
I
staring.
love the idea, like if anytime you're staring at the ground, your wife's like, you saw some titties, didn't you? It's like, yeah, for sure.
Or anytime I put sunglasses on at night, like, are you trying to look at some people? I'm like, no.
No, 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock.
The glaucoma. Yeah.
She's like, what's up? Okay, all right, got it. So
All right, last question.
All right, last question.
I feel like I lost.
You're sitting at 6 points. You still got a chance. You've got this last question, and then you've got a bonus. So
Oh, okay.
let's see what you do. Which of the following movie titles was porn star Asa Akira not a performer in?
Okay.
All right. All of these are real. I made up one.
Okay.
Let's see if you can tell.
All right.
Because that's what I love about porn titles.
Okay.
Is it Magic Mike XXL, a hardcore parody? Is it Weapons of Ass Destruction 7, Mortal Kombat, or Sailor Poon, a XXX interactive parody? Which of the following movie titles was porn star Asa Akira not a performer in?
B, part 7.
You're gonna go Weapons of Ass Destruction 7.
Yes.
Which means there would have had to be six
6.
asses of
That's
destruction.
why I'm picking it, because I don't think there was. You can't commit to 6 of those.
That's the wrong answer.
No!
There were 7 of those.
JB!
As I saw, there were 7. There might be more at this point. You know, I don't know. I don't keep up with Weapons of Ass Destruction, but they did at least make it to 7. And Asa
They made
was
it to
in
7?
They made it at least to 7. Mortal Kombat is the real answer. Mortal Kombat!
I mean, that one I would just watch.
It just seems kind of funny. Like I would
Mortal
be here for it.
Kombat.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that there had been 6
6
weapons of ass destruction.
So this is a thing that I like doing.
Yeah.
Is anytime I'm having a bad day, I like to just look up a porn star's name.
Yeah.
And then I'll look up her filmography.
Uh-huh.
And then as I read through those titles, I just start feeling better about myself.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's not even me like trying to put her down. It's
Oh.
just I'm just so happy like that title is not on my resume.
I love reading the comments.
Yeah. Oh.
The fact that people take the time.
Mwah.
Have you ever looked at
Yeah.
comments on strip clubs?
On strip clubs now.
Oh my God.
Really?
I mean, they're talking like
Yeah.
down to like the bathrooms were sticky. The
You don't
the coffee wasn't that warm. I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
Every time I go to a new town, I'm not a strip club guy.
Sure, same.
Everyone's going, yeah, sure. I'm like, I'm not.
No, I'm not.
I couldn't tell you the last time I've been to a strip club.
I've been to 3 all against my will.
But
Yeah.
every time I go to a new town,
Mm-hmm.
I'll Google strip clubs and then I'll just read the comments.
That's brilliant.
Oh my God.
That's brilliant. Like I'm
It's
gonna start
just-
doing that. I gotta see like what's going on in there.
It's
Yeah.
so great. You go to Fort Wayne, Indiana, and
Yeah.
they're like, Clarissa wasn't working on Tuesday. That made me real mad. I'm like, which is the worst stripper name ever. That's on me.
Yeah. Yeah, Clarissa, I only know it as like a child star. So I'm like,
Yeah,
Clarissa.
yeah. She'll never be in Weapons of Ass Destruction Part 9.
Clarissa never explained this. All right.
I'm so bummed.
You had 6 points, but you've got 1 question left. This is your bonus
I don't know
question,
if your
right?
dad got that right.
You can wager he did. He actually did. He got that, which was if you could have saw my face.
Oh my God.
And how hard I
Props to
celebrated
your
when I
dad.
was like, dude.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
He has no idea who she is.
Right. I don't know who she is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's one of my favorite porn stars.
What's
ever.
her name?
Asa Akira. And She's
Okay.
one of my favorite because like if you listen to her in interviews, she's like legitimately funny.
Yeah.
She's like really humble.
Yeah.
Right. And like she's just like really forthcoming. Like she's just very open about everything. So she just ends up being like
Literally.
a fun person to like hear her thoughts. So it's
Right.
like it's really she's not my favorite on some perv shit as opposed to like no, this is like a really interesting, fun person. Like you just gotta listen to
You've
her.
reached
She's
out
wild.
to her, haven't
I
you?
wish
Yeah.
I could just have a conversation with her. I don't even want to do anything.
Right.
I like literally just want to like just have a fucking drink and just go
Right.
like, bro, this is crazy, right? She's like, I know, yada yada yada. She's awesome. All right, you got
I
your
hope
bonus
it works
question.
one day for you.
Man, one day I'm out here living dreams. You know, I just got 1 more to fill.
I lost to dad. All right, what's the bonus? This was way more difficult than I would rather have trivia questions than these
Yeah,
random ass.
dude.
All right.
You know, I didn't even ask you a question about that, can I?
Yeah.
What's the weirdest porn title you can recall?
I mean,
Or porn you've seen?
oh,
Because I got a good one.
I don't even know what the title was.
Okay.
But they just made love. Like they just.
I feel like you saw a sex tape.
No, it was dude. This was like
They
when
just
4K
made
came
love.
out.
You undersold making love too. They just made love.
It was just like really beautiful, and they were like kissing and caring, and there was no like doggy, there's no spanking, she didn't even ride. They just made love, and I'm just like,
there's no doggy in making love.
you can't.
Come on.
Well, I can't.
You've never sensual doggy?
I think there's a level of aggression that you get to that it's no longer making love.
I think you and I love different.
Well,
That's
maybe.
what I think.
That's what I love about us.
Yeah,
You know?
that's how we work out.
So
in
you
this
feel
world.
you can hit it from the back and you're still making love.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
I think more of your fans are gonna be agreeing with you than me.
I think this is how I love.
Yeah.
All right, bonus question.
Yes.
Beforehand,
Yeah.
how many of your points would you like to wager? You're sitting at 6 points.
All of them. Every
you're just
single
gonna wager all
point.
6?
Yes, because I'm losing to your dad for sure.
Okay, wagering 6 points.
Yes.
I read a story online about a woman who did this after seeing her baby missing from her baby monitor.
Okay.
It's one of these. Did she puke, orgasm, report the kid missing, or report the kid kidnapped without checking the room, or did she knock herself out when she ran into the door corner when she went to go check?
Knock yourself out.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
It's wrong. She puked.
She puked?
She puked. She saw her baby missing from the baby monitor, immediately started puking.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that visceral
It's the most
reaction.
reasonable of the 4.
Yeah, it is.
But
But my
knocking
mom-
herself
my-
out on the thing, I was like,
yeah.
I could totally see that being an article.
Oh.
You know?
My mom
I've
would have
run
knocked
into-
herself out. Yeah.
That's the thing. I've run into so many door corners just hurrying. That
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you ever break a pinky toe?
I've never broken a bone. I've been lucky enough.
Really?
I've never done it. Like, knock on wood. But I'm terrified of it.
Oh.
Do I can never say this word. Do stress fractures count?
Not really.
Right?
That's like shin splints.
Yeah. So I've got stress fractures. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. Well, I'm sorry, man. You're finishing with a score of 0. You're gonna hate this. My dad scored 7. So you were.
So if I just, well, I mean, I got the question wrong. So I was.
I guess it didn't matter. Yeah, but you only had to wager 2.
Good for your dad, though.
I mean, he's a good guy. He's good at the game. He's
Yeah.
good. He got Mortal Kombat. I can't. I'll never forget that.
Mortal Kombat!
Wait, is that Street Fighter?
I don't, maybe.
All right, fair enough. Kid, this is great having you on, man. I appreciate you doing this.
brother.
All right, my man. Make sure you go check out his special, American Hero, on YouTube right now. Everybody, Garr. Love you, buddy.
Thanks, man. That was fun.
Thank you. That is it for this week's episode. I promise I'm going to be getting better at these as we go along. Just give me time to work out the kinks and get a rhythm for hosting a podcast. If you want to catch me on the road doing stand-up, I'm going to be in St. Louis this January 19th through the 21st. I'm going to be in Royal Oak, Michigan, the 26th through the 28th, and I'll be in Sarasota from February 1st to the 4th. Make sure to follow me on social media at Ball for President on IG, Twitter, and Facebook. Remember, this show is available to watch on my YouTube channel, and it's also available in podcast form everywhere you get your podcasts. So please give us a good rating, a review, help us out, and we will keep bringing you new guests and new fun trivia questions every single week. Take care.